So first we need to create a new project, but I already created one, so let's just click on this. So let's get into this interface, which has a palette with all the bricks possibly. It even has the electrics and all of that. So first we need to build the stud.io logo. We're gonna use a brick. So we're going to color it as black because the stud.io logo is kind of black. I don't think it's purely black, but then yeah, this is how close we can get it. So it's kind of like a diagonal rhombus, so it's like this. So let's just build in the outer edges. There. You could use the clone button and then you do this. And then you use the arrow keys to rotate. And you just keep doing it. So we want this 1x3 because if we do another 1x4, we're gonna go over. So yeah, you just keep control or command C and then paste it. So there, we have the frame for our logo. I think this is square. Now for the circle. So this stud.io logo is like a Lego brick. It's a 2x4, something like this. It has these, and then one of them is the blue one. So you could color them manually here. And then there's a yellow one, and then there's a red one. Okay, there's a lot of colors in stud, so I think the other one's a green one. There, so it's something like this. Now how are we gonna possibly make this? There's a lot of bricks, so I think there should be. You see these, I think they're too big though. So let's try. So you just copy, paste. What happens if you want to replace? You go to the bottom and then you click the replace button, and then it has suggested that when you turn it off, you could replace it with anything. So if you click this, it's gonna become, yeah, 1x2. But of course we don't want that. So let's just, now, maybe a little closer. Here, we just need to color them according to the color. So you just click this and then you click the red one. You could make this any color if you want. There, you just fill in the spaces. This one we could move, by the way. You just click the move at the top, and then there's a gizmo that's gonna come out because it's kind of hard sometimes you like make the piece sink inside, and we don't want that. So yeah, the gizmo is helpful. Let's just cover this thing first. There. So there's the plate. It's not entirely fit, but then it will do. You could use the WASD keys to move the parts. So let's just cover the other outer parts with a covering. You just realize it's not entirely square, but then for now it should do. And you could just control and then yeah, select multiple bricks at the same time. Just for some reason, sometimes stud.io doesn't work. So sometimes that's because you get a ultra fully loaded build that's full of bricks, so it's not gonna work. Here, it's now so much like our logo, and I am going to be teaching you how to render and all of that. First, we do our collision test. If any of them turn transparent, that means they've just sunken into the other pieces. There's also some stability tests like this, for example, clutch power and all of that. And so we're gonna cover the base up with the plates. You just search up plate and then it should come out. So here there's so many plates that we're gonna choose from. 8x8. And then there's a 4x8 that could fill in the gaps. So you just keep finding, when you hover, and then the name's gonna come out, and then when you rotate, which is by using the right click and then you move around, and then the pan is the scroll button. You just scroll there, and then scroll in and out is zoom. So this is our 4x8. No, this is a 4x10, but then we don't want this. There. Now there's only one room for the 4x4, which is easy to spot. And there we go. You have a covered stud.io logo. So let's delete this and I'll teach you how to render. There's also a bunch of selects, by the way, I forgot to mention. So by color, for example, all of the black's gonna get selected. but then it's sometimes helpful for like fixing things. So let's go to the render, and then you use the GPU to render. That's very important. CPU is not that reliable. But then, so we want this kind of look, and then you could make a photoreal animation. So photoreal is basically a picture, and then there's stud logo, UV degradation. I don't want these things. Sometimes it gets overdone, so yeah, you could just turn it off. For now, let's add to queue. For animation, you could make a building sequence while it's rotating, and you could set the seconds, the rotation speed, and then render quality. It's almost the same with the photoreal. So add this to queue, and then you click on it, then you render queue and wait for like 10 minutes. So apparently the video was not able to get rendered, but then the picture was able to get rendered. So here it is. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.